The Possibilities Project is something we're exceptionally proud of, and I think it's something which we can talk a lot about. If I take a step back on that, if you think about from an organisation point of view, Nissan is about zero emissions, zero fatalities, zero inequality. Now what does that mean, and how does that resonate within the organisation? So what we've done is we've said, well, we want to have a real particular focus on the LGBTQ+ and diversity inclusion component and space, and we feel that these are areas where we can really drive positive change. And one of the elements that we looked at was where's the narrative thread between the messaging and actually a real life activity we can do. So we touched on running as a thread that we see is really accessible to a huge amount of the community and population, and it's a very accessible sport. So we had a number of opportunities there. So we looked at providing, for example, prosthetics to young people through Richard Whitehead Foundation. We've done some great work with Richard, and he's been formidable in supporting us. We've been working with Sportage to help young people with disabilities who participate in sports, and also to bring inclusive cheer zone to manage the running or at the running events, and we saw this at the London Marathon, for example, celebrating the LGBTQ+ community. So these were some of the key components that we put together: the Great North Run, London Marathon, working with Richard Whitehead, who's a Paralympian, really been very, very helpful in our mission and our objectives in this particular zone. And I think there's many facets. But ultimately, the goal is to really improve inclusion in society and work towards a world where we have zero inequality. And personally, as I said at the beginning, really proud of this action. For me, it's a given. It's a no-brainer that we should be moving in this direction in terms of delivering on these type of components.